So we are actually taking a break from the Hershey RV show, but only going next door. Hershey Park, their Dark Nights just opened. Today is Friday the 13th, and we are going to go check out Hershey Park haunted style.
Wait, this isn't a Batman thing?
No.
You said Dark Knight.
No, it's not a Batman thing.
What, you said the Dark Knight?
It's a Halloween.
No.
Nomadic is here representing Nomadic Influence, organized for our creators to come out and check out the park. If you haven't experienced the magical town of Hershey, Pennsylvania before, like us, let me tell you my first impression. Immediately upon entering the park, that scene from Jurassic Park where the guy says, "Spare no expense," is exactly what came to mind. The attention to detail, incredible. Just think that same level of sweetness that he puts into his chocolate bars, and that attention to quality is exactly what runs through this entire town. And this park, when I tell you the craziest thing, I completely lean into Halloween Dark Night experience I never anticipated. With 4 blacked out roller coasters, 5 haunted houses, and 3 scare zones, that's really just the beginning. I mean, look at these claw machines. All the toys and everything were completely thought about. But I still have a question for Mr. Hershey. Why the $4 candy bars? I mean, aren't these coming straight from the teat? So Hershey Park has what they call the dark experience, and basically it means the roller coaster rides. Some of them are lit up in neon signs if you're lucky, other ones are pitch dark, so you're basically left dangling there in your deepest, darkest fears. Others are draped in fog, and I tell you, this is like a new fear unlocked. So full disclosure, we as a collective group did not talk to each other until we were walking into the park to discuss how long it had been since we'd actually been on a roller coaster, and it turns out it was basically all since our early 20s. Now, as in our 40s and 50s getting on these rides, well, let me tell you when I can literally say this statement. It just hits differently. James and Lauren and I were just talking about how it's been so long since we've done a roller coaster ride. So what did you guys really think about that?
That was intense.
I think I'm going to be in the hospital. My neck. I think my neck broke in 17 places.
And that was supposed to be the smaller ride out of all of them. So I don't know how we're going to do the rest of these. Whoops. That went exactly how I expected. Now, for some of you that realize maybe you needed to slow it down a little bit, there are plenty of rides available. We actually opted to go straight to the Kissing Tower, just to kind of do the polar opposite to recover. This is peaceful, smooth, and it gives you a great bird's eye view of the entire park, unless you're scared of heights, like me. So there was a slight panic attack even on this ride. For most people, I think this would be completely fine. This ride does truly come with a great view of the Hershey town, and it's crazy that Milton Hershey actually built this entire town, including the gardens, schools, even a zoo, just for his employees and their families. Truly did embrace the idea of happy families, happy employees. Uh-oh, it's been detected. The spidey senses went off. There's pinball in the area. We're about halfway through the night and we just finally run into RV Dreamer. Let me say, it is really easy to lose your group in this park, so just consider that when you're coming with your friends or even with your kids. Pro tip, if you are coming to the Dark Nights, plan in advance. Certain rides close down early and others don't even open until dark. And if you are worried about getting scared by staff, you can get a pass to keep them from scaring you too much. This is a really bad idea. Oh, there's Scott. Oh! Oh! Get him, get him, get him, get him, get him! Get him! Oh! We were screwed. That was bullshit.
We almost had him.
We almost had James. I must admit, I went into the Dark Nights with pretty low expectation. I really thought this was going to be super kid friendly, but let me tell you, they've got something here for everyone. There is haunted houses, fallout zones, and scare rooms, and they're legit. I know I walked away with new fears and maybe even stirred up some old ones. Make sure you bring your comfy shoes though, and maybe some extra absorbent panties, because you never know what's creeping around the corner. So tell me, what would be the scariest part of this park for you? The haunted walks, the brutal beatings by the roller coasters, or the $4 chocolate bars? Let me know in the comment. If you haven't already, come fly with us and make sure you add Hershey Park's Dark Nights to your adventure bucket list. Trust me, it's an experience you won't want to miss. You really never know what you're going to find at Hershey Park.